Hello everyone, Pallytime here, being joined as always by Michael Danger Magus. This is the continuation of our Hogwarts Legacy playthrough. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Last episode was pretty heavy. We were discussing the morality of using these unforgivable curses in a scenario where we quite often take the lives of our adversaries anyway, poachers and goblins alike. Well, Sebastian retreated back to here in the Undercroft after casting one of these unforgivable spells right in front of his family. He did it to save a life, but he's kind of been disowned in the process.
Speak with my uncle.
I'm kind of curious to see how he is going to feel. Of course, his uncle told me to never come back, and I'm just as guilty as he is, which I feel like was also said out of anger. Not a lot of people were thinking straight in this scenario.
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't. But I appreciate you setting our earlier discussion aside for now. Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister.
Agreed.
He had no right to banish me from my own twin.
Agreed.
If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh. That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What crest are you sending to Anne, my dude?
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought, she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since.
That's nice.
That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
Ooh, this is getting kind of spicy. I think we're in territory where I'm in too deep and I just want to see where this rabbit hole goes. I have not cast any of these unforgivable spells myself, so I don't feel like it's fair to say I'm just as guilty as Sebastian. But I am definitely aiding him in his endeavors. Very well, let me know what you find.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this.
It's getting a little spicy, my
I'll
dude.
send you an owl when I have news.
All right, we look forward to that owl as always, Sebastian. Sebastian mentioned that he has not forgotten our goblin. He's referring to a quest we did a little while ago in Hogsmeade to retrieve this enchanted helmet. We did some dungeon diving to find it. Well, Sebastian believes that there's no good goblins and that they all behave a certain way, which we definitely do not agree with. But we have been contacted by that goblin again, and he said to bring someone who speaks gobbledygook, which is the language of the goblins, to meet him next time. So we need to recruit someone that can speak that language, and I know just the person. Hello, Amit. I've been going around looking at all kinds of constellations since he's giving us his old telescope. That's been really fun to go out and see. We haven't checked in with him since then. It's actually been a while.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
How'd you see that?
His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. Might this be dangerous?
Yes.
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sorona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Have you ever met a goblin? Of course you have. Why else would you speak the language? How do you know it?
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Well, I mean, maybe I can look into them one day if I do understand it. You ever met an actual goblin, or has this all just been reading?
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me. Being self-taught and all.
What a Ravenclaw.
Lord Gok is waiting. Should we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
I tried to relearn Spanish. I mean, I took it in school. Growing up in Florida, you kind of do need Spanish a lot, but never really sunk in too much. I went back and tried to relearn it a few years ago, and the only thing I can remember is una mesa para dos personas, por favor. That's it. That's all I got. Well, this looks like the place. And I see our goblin friend up ahead. Thanks for not making me wait around. I'm sorry I made you wait around. It feels terrible. I know firsthand. Lodgok, it's great to see you.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped.
What happened?
Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
Well, you had no choice.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
True.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrocks, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
Repositories.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Oh,
Enough.
no.
Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lord Gok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind.
It's kind of a long shot, isn't
To
it?
join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Don't be seen. Can you tell me more about the door? I've seen chests that can spot me. I've never seen doors that can spot me.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
No. And of course, I am Michael, Stealth Master Magus, fully leveled up in my stealth abilities, not only with a disillusionment charm, but I also carry invisibility potions, a full stack of them, just in case.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return.
I did level up
I shall
in...
see you
Speaking
soon.
of potions, I did level up in between episodes, and I was kind of debating what I wanted to spend this talent point on. Now, I'm learning dark arts as a purely educational endeavor. This isn't something that Michael's going to study to be better at. I was thinking about some of the room of requirement stuff, but increasing the duration of the invisibility potion, it doesn't seem like that would be that great. The invisibility potion doesn't last a crazy long amount of time. So I only have like 4 more talent points I'm going to be able to get. Is this worth? I'm not sure. I do cast all of these spells on a pretty regular basis. So picking up a big AoE on Bombarda does make a lot of sense. It's one of my go-to spells in combat at the end of the day. And maybe we'll just finish off that spell tree with the remainder of our points. Well, no time like the present, and the present is a gift. So let's get inside this mine. It's not too many wizard units away, and it looks like we have a nice, convenient entryway here. Yes, indeed, there's the door. It's seen my face, and it will never see me again. Break line of sight. Stay low to the ground. You know, if like disillusionment and invisibility potions are this common in the world, kind of makes you wonder why Harry needed that invisibility cloak in the first place. The mind's eye. Do you get it? Do you get it?
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Well, this mine doesn't seem that bad. On the way in, there's Horklump juice. We can use that to make potions. By the way, in between episodes, restocked. We're back up to 20. Now, do we need to remain hidden on the inside as well? I can definitely do that.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
It's steam powered as well. We just need to ignite this.
These machines operate on steam. Interesting.
I deduced that already, Ravenclaw. Come on! Keep up! This is kind of sketchy, though. I am kind of glad to have someone in here with me, and you can't see too much outside of this elevator on the way.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
So we need to relieve the pressure here. And maybe just let the water pass. Maybe that's all that happened there. Whoa! Whatever it was. Got this belt moving for us. Are we supposed to go that way? Could I do an Arresto Memento? No, it doesn't look like it. Looks like this path is our ticket forward. Wow, this is very grandiose compared to the other mines we've been in.
Altogether.
Wingardium Leviosa.
One less human to worry about.
Can I pull this to me? Let me try with an Accio instead of a Wingardium.
We'll need to get across this gap somehow.
We sure will. Step up, my friend. And then, if I really dig my feet in, we can pull ourselves over here.
Keep your wits about you, Amit. I'll get you through this mine.
Wonder if there's anything behind us. I see another pressure valve up there. We cannot be seen. So, let's do our best here.
Ranrocks is sure to
I'm gonna back up.
appreciate
I'm gonna
the
back
extra work we do.
way up. He's gonna investigate why his friend just turned into stone. And I'll be way back here appreciating this water wheel. That's so nice. Okay, is he still investigating? It looks like he is. I mean, theoretically, I wouldn't be seen if I did one of these. Oh, here we go. Perfect opportunity. Go to the side and get his friend.
Oh. Where have those plans gone? I had schematics in my hand a moment ago.
That was a full detection bar. That was very
Watch your
close.
step round here.
What'd you say? Guess you won't be saying anything for a little bit. Now, do you think these guys are petrified forever?
Have my word. Accio.
Pull that pump. It looks like we don't have water flow even going to it.
By a door.
Yeah, we're not being watched by a door. It can't see me. What if we just open it? Did that solve the water problem? This doesn't have any pressure. Let me check up here. Oh, it doesn't actually look like this leads anywhere. Okay. Well, I guess I'm happy the door opened. They didn't see a thing. Master of Stealth, Michael Magus, continues. Well, I guess I was going to say to impress the masses, but no one can see me.
Books I read during the summer holidays.
Bro, if you like this, I've been on tons of adventures. We should get you out of the castle.
Amit. See if we can find any plans.
I think I found some right
Bound to be
here.
a schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious.
Probably
There
one of
must
those
be more notes
decanters.
around here. What could they be building?
Yeah, we'll keep looking around. Keep our eyes peeled. It looks like there's enemies on the map, but I believe they're above me. There's some stairs that lead up here, so let's see if we can sneak up behind these guys. If they're all working, that shouldn't be too hard.
Petrificus totalis.
Nice and easy. Do a Revelio and see what it shows us. I've been trying not to use this much inside of dungeons because it shows us where all the enemies are, and I think that takes a little bit of the excitement out of it. But it does definitely help us find these
Fascinating to see
notes.
gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary.
Is it like
Let me
big
know if
fancy
you see any
cursive?
more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Empty-headed? Never heard that said before. Is that a Ravenclaw thing?
Revelio.
I think we're gonna have to go down this path here. Yeah, this looks right. Hammer working on its own. Looks like there's another plan
If I'm
here.
translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what?
Are we about to see it
will
up
get
ahead?
to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Ooh, lots of goblins in this room. Let's start with the edges. There's also a lookout. That guy's got to go. But a quick Petrificus there, and we'll take cover inside this tunnel. If he goes to scout it out, we'll be ready. Is this guy looking? He is kind of looking our way, so I may not be able to take those stairs. Let me attack over there. Whoa! Shit! Ancient magic just blew him into pieces. I'm gonna turn you into a barrel and kill your friend with it. That's not unforgivable. And where was that lookout? You sitting up there watching me? That won't do. I'm going to very quickly pop an Endurance potion as these guys are starting to surround me. I'm also going to try to just keep them back whenever possible, using his weapon against him there. Let's take that barrel and send it at the scout who brought all of these enemies in here after us. That guy doesn't even look affected. Let's teach him some respect up there. Whoa! What was that? What the heck was that? We are getting sliced in the back. Let me go ahead and chug a potion. We'll try to use this explosive barrel to the fullest. Yeah, this guy's got a pretty good shield. Hey, come here. Hey, come. Oh, I was gonna dunk him into the water. I don't think that would actually do anything. Have you ever wanted to be a barrel? Like this? Now's your chance. What if I just leave him there? That seems kind of cruel.
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex
close.
than I had expected.
I'm crazy on fire right now. All right, does that get the water moving? It looks like it does. Into the next room, actually opening up this archway for us. Fantastic. Now let me hide again. We weren't supposed to be seen by anyone, but I think I killed all the witnesses, so it's probably fine. This area appears to go on a ways on the map, but perhaps accessible from the other side. And there's a big chest up there that's actually marked on the map. So if we take these stairs up, that should be some pretty good loot. Like, that should be a good collectible or something. If it's marked on the map, it's usually pretty good. Some potions on that table help us get back into our full fighting force. Do I need to...
Glacius, defender.
Okay, we just needed to blast that off of there. Wasn't sure if we would have to pull it out or if it was just a damage thing. Looks like it was a damage thing. Not far to go from here. I'm going to try to jump off the rails so we don't have to go through this really long walkway. On the... Oh, is that a... Oh, I thought we were going to be able to unlock that door. Felt really good about that, too. A vivarium landscape painting. Fantastic. Looks like I have to go back around. It looks like it's not far to go. Oh, this is a lot less built up section of the mine. Oh, that's not a stone. That's a thing I have to loot. That would be why it's not breaking. Pipes protruding through the wall. Okay, it looks like we are still on a bit of a winding path here. Let me get back down as we're going around this corner. If it's built up, that means there might be more goblins. This was kind of a off-the-side access route, though. It looks like.
Goblins will rule over wizards and...
Well, there's a lot of them in this room. Some patrols taken to the sides as well. Let me try to get this patrol down before anyone notices. Now, the two in the middle.
What's that? Who's there?
It was nothing. It was nothing. Nope, nope. Stop looking. Stop looking. Stop looking. How do I get up there to him without him seeing me? Oh, I guess that'll do it. That wasn't even a climbing animation. I just jumped on those things. I'm not sure I was supposed to. Okay, the scout is still above me, and he is still seeing stuff. If he actually detects us, that would be bad. So I'm going to hit him with some ancient magic.
That should be the last of them.
How many of them are there? None. There's none of them, Amit. Aren't you paying attention? I see the control valve for that, but I don't see what would generate the heat for it to actually move. Oh, looks like there might be some chests over here on a side access tunnel. Maybe this is how I bypass the door as well. No, cave-in's gonna be restricting me from going that way. This is a very big mine. Oh! Excuse me.
Clever.
It's one of the seeing doors. Hello. Oh, and this is the flame I was supposed to ignite. Do I still need to release the pressure? I mean, once this door is open, it looks like it's just open. It is not flowing anything through. So let's fix that. And then what does that actually spin, I wonder? Oh, the elevator. That's how we get out of here, I think. Nice. So let me grab these plans right off this table.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Yeah, that is a big
Let's
drill.
get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
That's pretty gnarly, dude. I wonder how he's going to take that news. Chest for us there, and the elevator is already warmed up and waiting.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
Yeah, you had
Glad
fun
you
though,
came
right?
with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
You know, I'm just going to say it. I feel like I could have identified that that was a drill without the help of a Ravenclaw student. Well, that wasn't so bad. And look, it's a beautiful day outside.
About what just happened?
Can we please talk about what just happened? Yeah, we went on a little adventure, bud. Keep up with the times. This is nothing. This is no big deal.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
See?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday.
As long as I get some of the
Without
royalties.
further ado, adieu.
Let's say like 35 cents for every book sold. All right? That sound fair to you? And you can't put my picture on the cover. Then it's 50 cents for every book sold.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget.
She said hello.
Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her.
As an equal. That's good.
She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows.
He's a double agent.
Watch for my owl.
I will watch with urgency. Well, the plot thickens, doesn't it? It seems as though we are potentially on the cusp of a great war that only a few wizards seem to know is even looming on the horizon. That's going to do it for today's episode, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed it. Michael Magus will return.
I hope Professor
I believe my next broom upgrade to be
Oh, you got
even
broom
more
upgrades.
impressive than the last. Come by Spin Witches as soon as you can.
I love broom upgrades. You guys thought I was only going to fly on beasts once we unlocked that? I don't want a hippogriff to have to carry my heavy ass around. Just make that inanimate object do it. Michael Magus' journey will continue tomorrow.